York 1. It's 2 o'clock.
I'm Vivian Lee with a New York 1 Minute. Opening day at Coney Island gets off to a rocky start as the first run of the famed Cyclone roller coaster gets stuck on the track. It forced crews to walk riders down from the top of the attraction. No one was injured. Crews continue to sift through the... Some really frightening moments at Coney Island opening day today as the world-famous cyclone malfunctions, leaving riders stuck. The first 100 riders were let on for free, and it was during that first run of the iconic roller coaster that all of them got stuck at the top of the track. At least 24 riders had to be evacuated when the coaster got stuck at around 11:45 this morning. That was right after the park's opening ceremony. No injuries were reported. Riders were then escorted down the tracks one at a time by a park worker.
Is the ride back up and running again?
We will be right back on that thing.
Just a
Really good.
Absolutely. Just a hiccup.
Never here I've done this, but this was insane.
It was terrifying because I was up there and I was like, everything was spinning and I don't know what to do.
Luna Park officials are calling this an isolated incident that is being quickly resolved. They say the ride will reopen after a proper inspection.
Mobile app. Another big story tonight, a huge scare at the legendary Coney Island Cyclone. The historic coaster reopened for the season just this morning and offered free admission for the first 100 riders. However, those thrill seekers got more than they bargained for when that coaster got stuck, and those riders had to be rescued. Prince Lemon's McGee Hickey's on the scene right now with more tonight. Hi there, McGee.
It was the ride of their lives for the first 10 Cyclone lovers, some who'd been waiting since 8:30 the night before, hoping to be the first in line on opening day. And then all of a sudden, the Cyclone stalled.
It just jerked and stopped where it was because there's a safety mechanism in there. And all of a sudden the crew came up and said, we're going to get you down. They started from the back, worked their way up to the front.
Video posted on AM New York's Facebook page shows riders slowly and oh so carefully walking down those steep steps. But for some, it was the 20-minute wait way up high on a chilly morning that was most difficult.
Mr. G, I love you, but I really could have used some warmer weather up there because we have cyclone sickles now.
Ironically, the annual Blessing of the Rides ribbon-cutting ceremony to mark the opening of Coney Island attractions for the season had just taken place an hour and 20 minutes earlier at 10:30 a.m. Luna Park officials called it a glitch on this 88-year-old roller coaster. They call it a small, isolated problem involving the belt.
People were scared, but they were champions. These people have been in love with the Cyclone for years and years. So this doesn't faze them. They're like, I've been riding this for 30 years. This is not going to stop me from riding it again.
Sure enough, many of these die-hard Cyclone riders got right back online.
I still love the ride. Not mad. It was an experience of a lifetime. I'm going back on.
Workers here at Luna Park had expected to have the Cyclone up and running by mid-afternoon, but as you can see, clearly no movement yet for the world-famous 88-year-old roller coaster. From Coney Island, McGee Hickey, Pix 11 News. Back to you, Katie.
Well, quite an opening day, I'd say. Okay, thank you, McGee. All right.
Well, there was music and there were crowds as Coney Island kicked off the start of its season with the opening of Luna Park. But then something went wrong, giving thrill seekers a real fright. The world-famous Cyclone got stuck on its very first run. News 4's Lori Bordenero was there and spoke to riders about this hair-raising experience.
I'm going up. I was going up. I was like looking. I was like, and then it just stopped.
Excitement turned to panic for David Zubin when the world-famous Cyclone got stuck on its first go of the season.
No, this cannot be happening. I've been riding this thing every year since 2009, opening day. This is the first time this happened to me.
The Cyclone suddenly stopped just moments before the first drop. Park officials had to rescue each rider, walking them down the Coney Island roller coaster one person at a time.
What was it like walking down?
It was terrifying because I was up there and I was like, everything was spinning and I don't know what to do.
But the men up there reassured us and made us feel safe, and they made us look at the view. And I'm scared of heights,
but with their help, I made it down.
Luna Park kicked off the season earlier in the day with its annual tradition, first with the blessing of the rides, and then with the egg cream christening at the Cyclone. Where test rides went off without a hitch.
It went absolutely fine. This is opening day. You know, unfortunately these things happen, but we're going to get it back up and running in a couple more hours.
Officials shut down the ride here for inspection, and those who waited here in line for hours had to wait a little longer. But the glitch won't keep many of these thrill seekers away for long.
Our family has been riding the Cyclone since 1939, and it's not going to stop here. As soon as the ride's back up and running again, we'll be up there.
In Coney Island, Lori Bordenero, News 4, New York.
Well, a member of the NYPD is recovering